Fourth test, day 1, session 1, India looking in a commanding position, friends. When Ravindra Jadeja dismissed Ben Stokes, early lunch was taken. That was much needed for England because that was the 5th wicket that they lost in the first session. Ravindra Jadeja, initial overs, he had really bad overs where batsmen were trying to attack him. But he got the most important wicket of Ben Stokes, and that called for the lunch. A little early, couple of balls early. Just before that, Ravichandran Ashwin dismissed Johnny Bairstow. Yet another ferocious player. He was looking on a rampage and taking on the Indian bowlers and hitting smashing fours and sixes. And then guess what? Ravichandran Ashwin, you cannot meddle with him. That was the 100th wicket for Ravichandran Ashwin against England, a single country. That was a fantastic record. But the man of the first session, man of the day, probably the man of the match if he goes in the same way, is the debutant Akash Deep. What a terrific bowling spell. The first 3 wickets of England were grabbed by Akash Deep on his debut match. Crawley, Duckett, and then Pope in quick successions. England were going on a rampage. Especially Crawley was in a punishing mood, smashing 4s and 6s like anything. Siraj suffered like anything. Like he was smashed for 19 runs in 1 over and 12 runs in yet another over by Crawley. And Duckett was silent partner this time. But Akash Deep, fantastic job dismissing the top 3 batsmen and creating a pathway for Ashwin and Jadeja to come and do the rampage. But why is Rohit Sharma so stubborn in introducing the spin early? When the batsmen are taking on the fast bowlers, nothing much is being done. Siraj was taken on a rampage. Siraj would have been replaced much earlier by one spinner at least. Why so late? Ravichandran Ashwin was brought in the 19th over. And he was also taken on a rampage by Bairstow. So why do you allow the batsmen to settle on the pitch and introduce your spinners later? Why do you get your best bowler in the 19th over? Why not earlier? That's a question. Ravindra Jadeja was also punished by the batsman. Nonetheless, all that ends well. So it's not end yet. Joe Root is rooted at one end. Let's see what happens after the lunch. But the first session, friends, of the 4th test belongs to India. Will India bank on this particular initiative and create a win in this particular test match and win the series 3-1 for time being with one more test to go? Let's wait and see what happens at Ranchi post lunch session. But the session thoroughly belonged to the youngster Akash Deep. What a fantastic debut, what an aggression, what attitude and bowling style Akash Deep has. Yet another bowler to add to the ranks of the Indian bowling strategies. Akash Deep is a man to look for in the rest of the test matches, and if he fares well, welcome to Team India, Akash Deep. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with yet another match review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste.